Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Kunal and I'm your mathematics tutor. And today's our actually last lecture on probability. So in this lecture, we will actually discuss about something like how to solve the problem based on three event using Venn diagrams and all. Okay, and there is a law which is known as De Morgan's law. Okay, so we are gonna learn these things in this chapter. Yeah, in today's lecture. So लेट मी स्टार्ट विथ सम रिकैप थिंग कि हमने अभी तक क्या क्या चीजें कवर कर चुके हैं सो ओके सो टुडे इज आवर सिक्स्थ लेक्चर ऑन प्रोबेबिलिटी ओके सो हमने क्या क्या चीजें कवर करी थी इन प्रीवियस क्लासेस सो हमने म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव इवेंट डिस्कस करे थे एंड देन इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स भी डिस्कस कर लिया था हमने एंड the one thing we discuss actually the confusion between these two. So the mutually exclusive event is happening like happening of one rules or the happening of others in only one event. And for independent event there will be two event which such that the happening of one does not affect the happening of other. And then we discuss some formula based on three events. Okay, so these are the things that we already discussed in previous class. So in today's class, we first gonna discuss there is a law which is named as De Morgan law. So actually, you all read this law in set theory. So I'm gonna actually remind that. So the De Morgan's law, actually the De Morgan's law is like A union of B. Uh, it, basically inverse of A union B will be like A naught intersection of B naught. This is the first thing. And the second thing is like A intersection of B naught is equal to actually A naught union of B naught. So let me explain this thing by Venn diagram. So let us suppose that this is our actually Venn diagram and this is event. This is actually B, okay? Okay, and this is our event A and this is our event B. So what is actually saying here? A यूनियन बी मतलब दोनों नहीं होने चाहिए, ठीक है? तो व्हाट इज एक्चुअली दी जो बाहर वाला रीजन है, देखो ये जो रीजन है ये जो रीजन है ना ये है एक्चुअली ओनली ए, ये जो रीजन है ये है ओनली बी एंड ये जो रीजन है ये वाली रीजन ये है ए इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ बी एंड जी होल जो होल रीजन है वो है ए यूनियन ऑफ बी. ओके, so actually this is the reason which I am talking about in this. This is the actual reason. These are the reason in which we are talking about is actually uh, neither A and intersection neither A and B. Okay, so this is the actually reason of which we are talking about. Okay, now let's talk about the Venn diagram of second one. So the Venn diagram of second one is something look like let us suppose that this is our actually event A and this is our actual event B. So the second one is actually showing the whole event except the A intersection of B. I mean this event. So something this is our only left the A intersection of B part and the whole reason except the A intersection of B will be treated as in this part. Okay, so this is our actual reason which we are talking about. Okay, so I think that will be fine to you. So now let's solve some problem based on two events using Venn diagram. Okay. So let's start. So let's start writing question. So the question is in a classroom, 60% students. So let me write it here. Uh, in a classroom, 60% in a classroom, 60% of students play cricket, 70% students can play tennis, 70% 70% students can play tennis, uh, 45% 45% student can play both of the games. So actually, okay, and there's a question, one student is selected random at random, find the probability that first you have to find some probability. Okay, the first one is he can play a game. The second thing is he can play cricket but not tennis. He can play cricket but not tennis. And the third one is he can play exactly one game. So what's the question actually? So let me explain it here. So look at here. There is a classroom and okay. So in a classroom there were 60 students play cricket. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is ki, look at this is our classroom. Okay. And there were several students. So एक क्लासरूम है जिसमें ऐसा कह रहे हैं कि 60% बच्चे जो है ना उन्हें क्रिकेट खेलना आता है. ठीक है. और 70% स्टूडेंट्स नो हाउ टू प्ले टेनिस एंड 45% जिनको क्रिकेट भी आती है एंड टेनिस भी आता है. तो एक लेटर सपोज एक टीचर आते हैं और वो एक बच्चे को उठाते हैं. ठीक है. बेसिकली एक टीचर आते हैं और एक बच्चे को सेलेक्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. तो उस बच्चे को जिसको हमने सेलेक्ट करी है ना उसके कोई एक गेम खेलने की पॉसिबिलिटीज क्या है, प्रोबेबिलिटीज क्या है, या फिर जिस बच्चे को मैंने सेलेक्ट करी है उसके क्रिकेट खेलने की पॉसिबिलिटी क्या है बट टेनिस खेलने की नहीं है. ठीक है. यहाँ पे आई थिंक आई मिस द नोट. सो व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट दिस द स्टूडेंट विच आई चूज, इसको मैंने बेसिकली चूज करा है ना, वो क्रिकेट तो खेल सकता है बट टेनिस नहीं खेल सकता. एंड द थर्ड थिंग वी हैव टू फाइंड इज की he can play exactly one game. ठीक है. that actually the third things we have to find कि वो कोई एक गेम तो खेल ही रहा होगा. Okay. So what I have to do here is let's try to solve it by using Venn diagram method. Okay. So let's make the Venn diagram here. There is actually two events. The first one is cricket and second one is tennis. Okay. So there is something given. Let me call this region is A, this region as B, and this region as C. So what is actually given? Look, ठीक है. सबसे पहले यहाँ पे करते क्या है ना कि लेट द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट बी 100. जैसे पहले सॉल्व करते हैं ना, या तो x मान के या तो 100 मान के. सो आई एम अज्यूमिंग कि लेट द नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट बी 100. स्टूडेंट बी 100. एक क्लास में 100 स्टूडेंट है. ठीक है. देन वी कैन जनरलाइज दिस थिंग टू x as well, but it will be a little bit lengthy calculation, so I avoid this kind of thing, and I'm just generalize the solution to 100 students using 100 students. Okay. So let the number of students be 100. So what I'm actually something given is question like 60% students know how to play cricket. Okay. So this is the region of cricket, right? A plus B is the region of cricket. The student who know how to play cricket. So A plus B value is the 60. Out of 100 students, 60 students know how to play cricket actually. The second thing is given कि 70% student can play tennis. That means the B plus C region, this whole region is counted as tennis player. So the B plus C is equal to 70. And the third thing is given 45% of student can play both of the game. Okay. So there will be the value of B is given, which is 45. You know how? Because these are, let me use a different color. Okay. So this is the reason where the students know how to play cricket as well as how to play tennis. Okay. So this is the actual reason where students know to play both of the games, right? Cricket as well as tennis one. So this is the reason actually. Okay. So now it's easier to solve the question. So what I have to find in the first question, let me use the black ink. Okay. So what I have to find, he can play a game. Okay. So what I have to find, he can play a game. That means probability of cricket union tennis. वो उसे game खेलना आना चाहिए. And what represent, this is the reason. So this reason representing a student who neither know how to play cricket or also he don't know how to play tennis as well. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is there will be like A plus B plus C by 100. So this is our probability. So when we add the whole thing, A plus B plus C, so what we'll get? I think we know the value of B, right? So I'm gonna add equation 1 and 2 and subtract the equation third. So what we'll get by 100. So when we add the equation 1 and 2, what we'll get? A plus 2B plus C and minus B, right? By 100. So what we'll get? A plus B plus C, right? So what is the value of, when we add equation 1 and 2, there will be 130 and minus 40 for 5. So 130 minus 40 of 5 divided by 100. So it will be getting us 85 by 100. So when we solve this, we'll get 17 by 20. So this is the probability that this chosen students can play both of the game. Now, what's the next we have to find? So the next we have to find that he can play cricket, but not tennis. Okay, so the next thing I have to find that he can play cricket, but not tennis. So look at here. If he can play cricket, let me tell you one thing. First, try to analyze this whole situation. What's this region actually representing? So this region representing that uh, the player only play the cricket, and this region representing the player play both cricket as well as tennis, and this region represent the player only play the tennis. Okay, so this is the thing that we are considering. And the next thing what we have to find, I forget. Okay, he can play cricket but not tennis. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he can play cricket. So this is our A part, and the next part is probability of he can play cricket but not tennis. So which region actually? He can play cricket but not tennis. So we have to take in we have to only find the A region. So A by 100. So how to find the A? Using equation from equation 1 and third, we can calculate. From equation 1 and third, we can calculate A plus B is equal to 60 is there. So the value of A is like 60 minus of 40 of 5. So it will be 15. So it will be like 15 by 100. When we solve this, we'll get 3 by 20. Okay. And now the third problem is something look like what it is. He can play exactly one game. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is he can play exactly one game. There is a case, या तो वो क्रिकेट खेलेगा तो टेनिस नहीं खेलेगा, या फिर टेनिस खेल रहा होगा तो क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहा होगा. ठीक है. सो व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ क्रिकेट तो टेनिस नहीं, प्लस अगर क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहा तो टेनिस तो खेलनी ही खेलनी है. एग्जैक्टली वन गेम है ना. सो व्हाट आर द पॉसिबिलिटी? लुक एट हियर. या तो क्रिकेट खेलेगा तो टेनिस नहीं खेल रहा होगा, या तो टेनिस खेलेगा तो क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहा होगा. सो इट्स पॉसिबिलिटी विल बी A by 100 plus C by 100. And we already calculated the value of A, which is 15 by 100. And how you calculate the value of C? Using equation 2 and 3. So using equation 2 and 3. There will be given B plus C is equal to 70, right? I think 70 is given. Okay, so B plus C is given 70. So the value of B is equal to 70 minus, and the value of, value of C is 70 minus 40 of 5. So it will be like 25. So plus 25 by 100. And this will be value as 40 by 100. So 2 by 5. So this is the possibility or the probability, like he can play exactly one game. Either he can play cricket or he can play tennis. Okay. So this is the thing that we are actually dealing with. Okay. So this is our question. Like if you can solve this problem, you can solve this problem using सेट जो कल की मैंने फॉर्मूले बताए थे कि यूनियन का ए यूनियन ऑफ बी विल बी लाइक पी ए प्लस पी बी माइनस पी ए पी इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ बी, तो वो भी कर सकते हो, बट इससे क्या होगा ना कि इसमें आपको फॉर्मूले याद करने मतलब रिमेम्बर करने की जरूरत नहीं होती है। ठीक है, इट कैन बी इजिली सॉल्वेबल यूजिंग दिस वेन डायग्राम, और इसे पता भी चल रहा था कि कर क्या रहे हैं ना, लाइक ये रीजन क्या ही रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा। तो लेट मी राइट इट हियर, लाइक रीजन ए क्या रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा, तो रीजन ए रिप्रेजेंटिंग की कैन ओनली प्ले क्रिकेट, can play cricket only, on he can only play cricket, he can only play cricket. What's the reason, actually reason B representing? So the reason B representing ki he can play cricket as well as tennis. And the third things, the range C will representing he can play tennis only. And so these are the things that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so these are the things that you have to. So it's easily solvable as by using Venn diagram. Okay, so now let us suppose some new question, and then we will deal with something new. Okay, so the next question is actually the third question, actually second question, I think. Second or third? Okay, second question. So the second question is, there's something given like probability of something B event is given like 3 to 4, and probability of A intersection of B intersection of C bar is actually given as 1 by 3. So that means इसका मतलब क्या है ना कि प्रोबेबिलिटी ए की होने की, बी की होने की, लेकिन सी की ना होने की। ठीक है, वो बार और ये एक ही चीज रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे होते हैं। ठीक है, बार एंड वो जो है ना डैश एक ही चीज रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा होता है। सो ओके, एंड द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ए बार इंटरसेक्शन बी बार मतलब ये जो है ना, ये क्या दिखा रहा है, बस बी हो रही है, इवेंट बी हैपनिंग, ए एंड सी वन नॉट हैपनिंग, है ना। ए एंड सी जो है ना मतलब हो ही नहीं रही इवेंट। दिस व्हाट्स दिस एक्सप्रेशन रिप्रेजेंटिंग, दिस एक्सप्रेशन रिप्रेजेंटिंग दैट A and B is happening but C is not happening, and this expression represents that A and C is not happening but B is happening. So you have to find, actually what you have to find, you have to find probability of B intersection of C. Okay, so let me draw the Venn diagram. This a problem easily solvable hogi. So let me draw it, and let me draw it in a clear way as well. Okay, so let me erase it. Okay, so this is actually our first event, which is called as A. This is called our second event, and this is called our third event. So this is our A, this is our B, and this is our C. And let me call this region as A, this region as B, this region as C, this region as D, this region as E, this region as F, and this region as G. Okay, so what are the things given? Let me first write it here. So there is something given, the probability of B is given. Okay. So probability of happening of B is given, which is 3 by 4. So let me, all are 3, 3. So let me convert it to the favorable region. So multiply and divide it by 3. So we get 9 by 12 because there is also 3, there is also 3 now. So we can convert this into factor of 3 actually. We can say that we can convert this into a common divisor of, मतलब basically दोनों का जो common divisor है ना LCM लेने में easy हो जाएगी. So that's why I just multiply it through 3 and 3. Okay. Now, so now what the second thing is given? The second thing is given is the probability of A intersection of B intersection of C bar is actually 1 by 3. So we can write this into 4 by of 12. And the last thing is given is probability of A bar, मतलब A की नहीं होने की and B की होने की लेकिन C की नहीं होने की. Exactly equal to 1 by 3. So we can also write it as 4 by 12. Now, what is according to the question? देखो, probability of happening of B. That means देखो B ये पूरा रीजन है. That means B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 9. देख रहे हो ये पूरा रीजन बी की होने की पॉसिबिलिटी B plus C plus D plus E. According to the question, there is given something B plus C plus D plus E is equal to 9. Out of 12, we are considering. And then we are generalized to all 12 we are considering. Now, what's the next thing is given? A की होने की, B की होने की, लेकिन C की नहीं होने की. Okay. There is something, ये क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी दिया हुआ है? ये प्रोबेबिलिटी दी हुई है A इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ B. सबसे पहले A इंटरसेक्शन B में जाते हैं. बट C की पॉसिबिलिटी यहाँ पे नहीं, मतलब A और B हो रहा है लेकिन C नहीं हो रहा. That means only B is there because E is the also the part of C. The reason E is the part of C, but C नहीं हो रहा है. So only A intersection B में जाते हैं, which is this reason. So here given is B is equal to 4. So equation 1 is equation 2. And the last equation given ना ही A हो रहा है ना B हो रहा है. Only ना ही A हो रहा है ना C हो रहा है, बस B हो रहा है. So what's this region actually representing? So A intersection B intersection C में A नहीं हो रहा, B actually A नहीं हो रहा. Okay, so B will be cancelled out and there will be like एक सेकेंड A नहीं हो रहा, C नहीं हो रहा. तो A नहीं हो रहा, C नहीं हो रहा. Only this region will be happening. Okay, so C is the region जहाँ पे small c है, ये capital C है. So don't get confused in this. So what I'm trying to say is कि देखो A नहीं हो रहा, okay, A नहीं हो रहा, C नहीं हो रहा. तो कौन सा रीजन बचा यहाँ पे? देखो अगर मैं बात कर रहा हूँ लास्ट वाले की, तो ए नहीं हो रहा, मतलब ए नहीं हो रहा, मतलब ये पूरा नहीं हो सकता, या यहाँ तक तो हो ही नहीं सकता. सी नहीं हो रहा, मतलब यहाँ तक तो हो ही नहीं सकता. ठीक है. तो जो बचा है वही तो हो रहा है ना. बस बी हो रहा है, बट बी कैसे हो रहा है? जिस रीजन में ए और सी नहीं हो रहा. सो दिस इज द एक्चुअली रीजन, लास्ट रीजन है ना, जहाँ पे ए नहीं है, सी नहीं है, सिर्फ क्या है? बी है. सो हियर इज गिवन समथिंग C is equal to 4 given. So this is equation third. And what we have to find? We have to find probability of B intersection of C. We have to find probability of B intersection of C. So what is actually B intersection of C? So B intersection of C is actually equal to D plus E. We have to find the value of D plus E by 12. It's as easy, नहीं? क्योंकि we are considering it taking as a 12 cases और फिर generalize करते रहे, है ना? So actually कर क्या रहे हैं वो समझो. We are considering टेकिंग एज देखो इनकी ना पहले एलसीएम ले ले रहे तो 12 आ रही है. ठीक है, तो अपन 12 केसेस पे कंसीडर करते हैं एंड देन उसको जनरलाइज कर दे रहे हैं. आई होप यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड कि कौन सा रीजन क्या दिखा रहा हो. ठीक है. तो जैसे लास्ट वाला था, ये जो था, मैं फिर से एक बार क्वेश्चन समझाऊंगा. सो फर्स्ट लेट मी राइट. सो दिस इज आवर प्रोबेबिलिटी. सो यूजिंग इक्वेशन 1 2 and 3, what we'll get actually? B plus C plus D plus E is given as 9. And there is B plus, and value of B and C is we get from the second and third equation, which is the sum is counted as 8. So 8 plus D plus E is equal to 9. So the D plus E is equal to 1. So our probability is 1 by 12. This is our final answer. I hope this will clear to all of you. So what is actually happening here? So let me explain it again so it will be clear to you. So, okay, look at question first. The first things is given probability of B. So the probability of B will be counted as this whole. There is no condition given. The probability of B means B plus E plus D plus C के होने की possibilities क्या है? तो मैंने वही लिख दिया B plus E plus D के होने की possibility 9 है out of 12. The next thing is given probability of A intersection of B intersection of C bar. मतलब A के होने का B के होने का लेकिन C के ना होने की पॉसिबिलिटी 4/12 है. सो मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ A के होने का B के भी होने का बट C के नहीं होने का. तो देखो A के होने का मतलब ये सारा हो गया यहां से यहां तक A के होने का है ना. B के होने का मतलब यहां से यहां तक हो गया लेकिन C के नहीं होने का तो C वाला जो पार्ट है ना वो ये वाला ही पार्ट है. एंड ए इंटरसेक्शन बी है सो विल बी काउंटेड एज बी. जहां पे ए भी हो रहा है बी भी हो रहा है लेकिन सी नहीं हो रहा. नाउ टेक इट द लास्ट केस ए इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ बी इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ सी. तो यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है कि ए के नहीं होने की तो देखो ए नहीं हो सकता मतलब यहां से यहाँ रीजन तो नहीं हो सकता. सी भी नहीं हो सकता तो ये रीजन तो नहीं हो सकता तो सिर्फ बी होना चाहिए जहाँ पे ए और सी नहीं हो. सो ओनली दिस रीजन काउंटेड एज सो C1. So that's why I counted as C. I hope this question will be clear to all of you. Okay, so let's take the another example so that you can the things were clear to you. Okay, so ये भी एक this is actually the problem based on uh, what we can say using Venn diagram. Okay, okay, so now let's another example. Okay, so it is actually based on independent event. So try to solve it with more accuracy. Okay. So what the problem is, this is actually the problem question third actually. So it is actually saying that two students, Anil and Asima appeared in an exam. The probability that Anil will qualify the examination is 0.05 and that Asima will qualify the exam is 0.10. The probability that both will qualify the exam is something given. The probability that both will qualify exam is 0.02. Then find the probability. That A, both Anil and Asma will not qualify the exam. Both Anil and Asima will not qualify the exam. And the second thing that we have to find is at least one of them will not qualify exam. At least one of them will not qualify the exam. And the third thing that only one of them will qualify the exam. Only one of them will qualify the exam. Okay, so these are the things that we have to find. So look at here. You can't make here Venn diagram. Why? Because कल की क्लास में मैंने इसी बात पे डिस्कस करी थी because it is not the mutually exclusive case and mutually exhaustive case and all. Both Anil and Asima are independent students and they were giving their paper at their own risk. Okay? That means what I'm trying to say is कि the, the pass and fail condition of Asima does not depend on the performance based on, देखो आसिमा की पास होने एंड फेल होने की जो कंडीशंस हैं वो अनिल के पास होने और फेल होने कंडीशन से कोई मैच नहीं करता. ठीक है, दोनों में कोई रिलेशन ही नहीं है. मैंने कल इस पे बात करी थी कि बोथ वर इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट, सो यू कांट मेक वेन डायग्राम हियर, सो यू हैव टू यूज द formula and actually it is easy because PA intersection of B will be like PA into PB. This is the thing that we are learned in the previous class. हमने क्या previous class में पढ़ा था? For independent event नहीं, for यहाँ देखो for this is based on previous class. So हमने क्या करी थी? For mutually exclusive event, the probability of A intersection of B is taken as 0. And for independent event, probability of A intersection of B will be counted as P probability of A into probability of B. जो हमने previous class में बात करी थी इस पे, है ना? So in this class we will discuss the same concept, but यहाँ पे Venn diagram से solve नहीं करी जा सकती है. So what I'm trying to say is कि you have to use the same thing, the same formulas at all. So let's try to solve this problem based on two student Anil and Asim. The first thing what we have to find is both Anil and Asma will not qualify the exam. Okay, so what is given actually? Two student is given, so there will be probability that Anil will qualify the exam. Achha, probability of Anil A, and let me write it here. So it will be 0.05, मतलब pass होने की. And probability of Asima, let me write it here, AS, is what it is? 0.1. She has high chance to pass. Okay, the girl Asima has high chance to pass the exam as compared to Anil one. And what the next thing is given? Probability of will qualify. अच्छा, दोनों की मतलब probability of AN intersection of probability of AS will be given. What is given? 0.02. So what we have to find in the first question? What is happening here? Okay, there is something. So what is the first question is asking? The first question is asking as probability both Anil and okay, दोनों pass हो जाए, दोनों not, so both are not qualified. So what we have to find? AN dash and AS dash. So क्या आएगा? 1 minus probability of AN union AS, मतलब दोनों ही पास हो जाए, है ना? So how to calculate the A union of AN union AS? So it will be, can be calculated as 0.05 plus 0.1 minus 0.02 will be 0.13. So मैंने क्या करना है यहाँ पे? Probability of AN plus probability of AS, and there will be minus sign. So there will be minus probability of AN intersection AS. So this is the thing. So we'll get 0.13. So 1 minus 0.13, what you will get? Oh, there is a high chance like कि दोनों ही fail हो जाए, है ना? So okay. Now let's move on to the second problem. So what the second problem is? At least one of will not qualify the exam. Okay, so okay, the second is probability that at least one of them will not qualify the exam. So we can tell like कि 1 minus probability of दोनों qualify हो जाए भाई, है ना? So what we can do here, 1 minus basically 0.02, है ना? जहाँ पे है कि दोनों ही qualify हो जाए. That means we are doing 1 minus P of A intersection of B. A and intersection of ए, जहाँ पे क्या हो रहा था कि दोनों ही पास हो जा रहे थे, है ना, जहाँ पे क्या हो रहा था कि दोनों ही पास हो जा रहे थे, है ना। So 1 minus 0.02, so it will be equal to 0.98. This is the actually second possibility. And what's the third question? So the third question is only one of will qualify the exam. Only one. Third part is probability that only one of them will qualify. Only one of them will qualify the exam. Okay. So look at here. So how can we write this? देखो, थर्ड क्वेश्चन बोल रहा है कि ओनली वन ऑफ देम, या तो अनिल होगा क्वालिफाई तो आसिमा क्वालिफाई नहीं होनी चाहिए, या फिर अगर आसिमा एग्जाम को पास कर रही है तो अनिल पास नहीं होना चाहिए। दिस इज द कंडीशन। एक्चुअल कंडीशन हमारी क्या है कि या तो अनिल पास होगा तो आसिमा पास नहीं होगी, और अगर आसिमा क्वालिफाई कर जा रही एग्जाम तो अनिल क्वालिफाई नहीं कर रहा, क्योंकि ओनली वन ऑफ देम पास हमें कुछ पता नहीं है। ठीक है, लेट्स राइट इन दिस फॉर्म। सो अगर अनिल फेल होता है, मान लो, या फिर आसिमा अगर फेल होती है तो अनिल को पास होना चाहिए, और अगर आसिमा पास होती है दिस इज एस, तो अनिल को फेल होना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, सो हाउ वी कैन राइट दियर, तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ आसिमा माइनस प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ एस इंटरसेक्शन ऑफ ए एन, and plus probability of an minus probability of an intersection of as. So we actually given this thing, right? So what it is actually given is 0.05. देखो probability of passing of as ही दिया ना, and we have to subtract like 0.02 plus 0.1 minus 0.02. So it will be counted as 0.1. Okay, so let me explain this question once again, so it will be clear to all of you. Okay, so what the actually question is, तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या क्या है ना कि दो स्टूडेंट्स हैं, अनिल और आसिमा। ठीक है, दोनों एग्जाम में बैठे। सो एग्जाम से आपको पता चलेगा कि ये एक इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट होने वाला है, क्योंकि एक का होना दूसरे पे कोई अफेक्ट ही नहीं कर रहा। एक का पास या फेल होना दूसरे के पास और फेल होने में कोई भी अफेक्ट नहीं कर रहा। सो दिस इज, इट इज एक्चुअली एन इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट, and what is given actually, the given thing is that the probability that the Anil will qualify the exam is 0.05. That means if you can convert this into percentage, so you can just multiply it by 100. So what you can just multiply it by 100. So what you will get? There is only the 5% chances. There is only 5% chances to qualify the exam. And for the same, that for Asima, there will be 10% of chance that she will qualify the exam. And there is one thing more given, like that कि दोनों ही एग्जाम क्वालिफाई कर जाए, अनिल भी एग्जाम क्वालिफाई कर जाए एंड आसिमा भी एग्जाम को क्वालिफाई कर जाए, विच इज एक्चुअली गिवन 0.02. दैट मीन्स देर इज ओनली 2% चांसेस कि अनिल भी पास हो जाए एंड आसिमा ही पास हो जाए। There will be 5% of chances कि अनिल पास हो जाए, and there is 10% of chances कि आसिमा पास हो जाए, and there will be 2% of chances कि दोनों ही पास हो जाए। What we have to find in the first question, we have to find that कि अनिल and आसिमा will not qualify the exam, कि अनिल भी फेल हो जाए, आसिमा भी फेल हो जाए। So what I'm gonna do here is कि probability of, देखो अनिल के भी फेल होने का and आसिमा के भी फेल होने का। So what I'm gonna do here is कि 1 minus दोनों के पास होने का। So दोनों के पास होने की पॉसिबिलिटी कितनी दी हुई है? Actually, there is something given, right? So we have to calculate a, मतलब दोनों की ही पास होने की प्रोबेबिलिटी जो है यहाँ पे 0.02 दी हुई है। So we have to calculate the A union of AS by De Morgan's law. Look at here. आज क्लास में पहले पढ़ी थी ना कि A intersection of B dash will be counted as A union of B dash. So according to this law, what we can write it here, the probability of AS plus probability of where it is actually here. Let me show you. Okay, so probability of a अनिल की पास होने की, probability of आसना के पास होने की, minus probability of दोनों के पास होने का. So when we calculate, we'll get 0.13. So we have to just subtract. So we'll get there is 87% chances if you multiply it by 100, what we'll get, there is 80% of chances that Anil and Asima both get failed. 87% chances. And according to the second question, what we have to find, at least one of them will qualify the exam. कम से कम एक तो क्वालिफाई हो ही जाए, या तो अनिल हो जाए, या तो आसिमा हो जाए, या फिर दोनों ही क्वालिफाई हो जाए. So there is the possibility. So it is obvious that it is greater than 87%, right? So it will be get 98%. So what I'm doing is the one minus both will get qualified. So there is something given. When both will get qualified, it's like given is 0.02. So I have to just subtract the 1 minus 0.02, and it is obvious that it is greater than कि दोनों ही फेल हो जाए. ठीक है, at least one of them get pass and one of them get fail, या फिर दोनों ही फेल हो जाए. So it will be 1 minus दोनों qualify. So it will be 1 minus 0.02. So it will count to the 0.9. The next question is something like probability that the only one of them will qualify the exam. Only one of them. अगर आसिमा फेल्ड हो रही तो अनिल को पास होना है. This is actually representing the thing. And if the Asima get passed, then Anil को fail होना पड़ेगा. So मतलब condition ऐसी लगाई है. So the probability of Asima passing minus probability of दोनों के पास होने की plus probability of Anil के पास होने की minus probability of दोनों की पास होने की. So what I'm trying to do here is, and we will get 0.11. So that's all for today. In next class we will deal with some. Okay, so this is actually the end of your chapter, which is based on class 11 probability. So that's I think enough, De Morgan's law and all. So you can solve NCERT problem and the all the assignment given by me. So in a short trick as well, मैंने बहुत सारे short trick बताए हैं जिससे आप एक दो लाइन में भी solve कर सकते हो. So it will be easy to you, right? So okay, that's all for today. Thank you.